Hi everybody, my name is Selena. Welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. I am so happy you are here today because today I'm doing something truly special. I am decorating a Christmas tree for our Thanksgiving dinner, and my challenge overall is that it's only like a day left and I have only a couple of hours to do everything. I have done some preparation, so I prepared some of the decorations that I'm going to talk about today. As I was planning this decor, I thought what would be a better way to make it unique and to add some handmade touches. And I had an idea to crochet a couple of different kind of bows, and then I remembered that some of you asked me in the comment to teach you how to crochet, so I thought I would combine both of the videos in one. So today we're having a cozy tutorial on how to crochet for beginners with a Christmas ambience. I want my Christmas tree to be covered with crochet bows because it's a classic and simple and elegant design. At the same time, I'm adding a lot of colors and textures. So some of you have been asking me in the comments, what do you need to start crocheting? And my answer is nothing much. So to start, you just need a crochet hook, just a simple crochet hook. There are a lot of materials really. I prefer wood because it's very easy to grasp on and it's very easy to work with for a long time, because obviously I can crochet for hours, and oftentimes with other kind of hooks like with metal I noticed that my hands get tired, and this like a perfect material for me, but this is really unique for everybody. You need a tapestry needle, obviously, to work with the ends, and you need some scissors. I like these ones because they are really pretty. And obviously, the main element of everything is that you need some yarn. So I have some yarn leftovers that I'm going to use. These are like a couple of things from previous projects. And in general, it is really simple. You don't need a lot to start. You just need to allow yourself to make mistakes and really allow yourself that this is not going to be a relaxing process for a first time. It may get a little bit annoying, but as soon as you get used to it, then it will be fine. And you can even use this as a tool for relaxation. I like to use double crochet stitch because it's really light and airy. It's very easy to learn. It's working up really quickly. It creates this kind of fabric that has a very delicate look, which is perfect for decorating and gifting. Taller stitches work up quickly, so if you want to make something bigger, double crochet is a perfect stitch for it because it's not too tight. And the stitches in general just leave enough gaps to create something that is light and airy and that is more delicate. For example, this bow. It has like this flowing feel, which is perfect for my Christmas tree. So it's ideal when you want to have a classical look with an elegant style without being too heavy or dense. Okay, so let's start with our tutorial. So to make a chain, this is like the base that we need to make for our stitches. We are going to need our yarn and our crochet hook. So we always start with the slip stitch, and I'm just doing it like this. So I wrap the yarn around my finger like so, like this, and put just one on top of the other, and then I get this. Let's try it one more time. So our yarn goes like this, and I just do this. So pretty much, yeah, I can show it one more time. So we are doing like this, and put one yarn on top of the other yarn, like this. And then I just put it on my crochet hook. So what I need to do now is I need to chain a certain amount of stitches. It depends on what kind of bow you want to make. So I want to make my bow a little bit longer. So I'm going to chain 81, but you can obviously practice how to chain a bit more. So you can chain 100, or maybe you want a smaller bow, so you can chain 50. It depends really on the length of the bow that you want to make. So what I do is I yarn over. So this is my yarn, and this is the stitch that I made, and I put my hook underneath my yarn like this, and then I pull through. like so. Let's try one more time. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. Blah. Yeah, and we're getting our chain. So my chain, I will be honest with you, is a little bit tight. You want to make it a little bit more loose. So go ahead and practice for a couple of more stitches. In ideal way, your hands need to be relaxed. So make sure that your hands are not too tight so that you get these kind of even stitches. And I'll be back with you when my chain is done. Let me show you maybe a couple more times. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, like this, and make sure that your hands are relaxed. It's not going to be easy if you are doing this for the first time. It's going to be really difficult actually, but just pay attention to your hands and to the fact that they should be not too tense, because what I see in the beginners is usually their hands are too tight and then they get very tight stitches and it's more difficult to work with them. So just make sure that your hands are relaxed. I know it's not easy to do this, but get this sort of grab on the previous stitch, and this strand of yarn has to be a little bit tense, but not too much. So we'll go like this. Just feel free to practice and sort of get your grip on this, because it's individual for everybody. I know that for me, what works best is just to have this strand a little bit tight and hold my fingers over here on the previous stitch, and then the hook itself I'm holding like this, just sort of like a pen. And then yeah, I just go like this, and I'm going to do this for 81 stitches. So here is my chain, it's ready. So what we did here is, this is going to be a foundation for our double crochet stitch. So let's go ahead and try make our first double crochet stitch. So what I'm doing, again, I'm holding my hook always like this. I like to have sort of this grip. You can have different one, it depends on the person, but for me it's the most convenient one. So also my yarn is always a little bit tense, but also not too much so that I don't make my stitches too tense. And what I'm doing here is I'm just sort of going underneath my yarn, right? And then I'm going in the third stitch, because I want these first two to be my first half double crochet. So I'm going here, over here, right, into this hole, like so. And then I'm pulling my yarn with my hook underneath the loop, like this. So I get 3 loops over here, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm yarn over again and pull through the first 2, and again yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. So here is my actually second double crochet stitch. So let's try it one more time. Yarn over, going underneath the loop. Now we do not yarn over, we're just going underneath this kind of strand. Now we pull underneath, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. These are our double crochet stitches. I really like them, they're nice and they're really airy, and they give this sort of interesting texture to the garment, whatever you're making. So let's try a couple of more times. Yarn over, going underneath the loop. Now we pull underneath, like this. Now we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, like this. And there we go. So let's try one more time. We yarn over, going into our stitch, and then pull the yarn over here. And now we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is how it's supposed to be looking like. Practice a couple of times. Feel free to pause the video, maybe Feel free to watch this a couple of more times, as much as you need, until you can do it yourself, and just practice. And remember to keep your hands a little bit relaxed. So yeah, I will see you in the next part. So funny thing just happened. I recorded the whole tutorial. And then I realized that I don't actually recorded it. So I'm just going to show you one more time, but just don't pay attention that this strand has already been cut, because I'm just showing it one more time. so this is my last stitch, right? And in order to lock it, I just need to do one thing. So I'm just gonna yarn over and pull the yarn through like this. And now I'm just gonna sort of let it go, but you can cut through the yarn that you have over here, just because I recorded it and I already have it cut. So you can cut through the yarn and let it go, and this stitch will keep it nice and safe and secure. And in order to make it a bow, you just need to put it in half. So the whole line, the whole row of double crochets that you make, you need to put it in half, and put the yarn that you have over here, like in the middle. So it will create this nice textured bow like this. So just cut a small piece of yarn that you used, just cut it and put it like this, and then tie it together, and then you will have your bow. I'm going to show it one more time after we make another bow, just so that it's more clear. So this is what the final bow looks like. I love the texture of the double crochet stitch. I think it's really cute, and I like how it turned out. So I made myself a bunch of the bows, like over here, and I think I'm going to put it on my Christmas tree, because I have the whole blue and green and pink theme over there. So I'm just gonna put them on my Christmas tree. But the idea is that you pretty much just need to make one row of double crochet stitches and just sort of tie it together over here in the middle, and that's it. Obviously you need to weave in the ends a bit later, but you can see how simple it is. And also it's a perfect item to practice your skills. So if you have any questions, also don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can reach out to my Instagram in direct messages, or you can also send me an email. But this should be pretty simple, I think. As you can see on my channel in general, crocheting is not just about making beautiful things. It's also about taking time for yourself. On this channel, I stand for making hobbies and creativity mindful. Crafting can be such a powerful way to slow down, stay present, and process what's going on in our lives. Crocheting is a really mindful practice. It can be a little bit difficult at first, but remember that it's not just about the finished piece. So focus on the texture of the yarn, focus on your crochet hook, and just let yourself relax. By the way, don't mind the noise, because my house literally feels like a home alone house right now. I'm visiting my family and my child, and there's like 8 people in the house at the moment. So yeah, it's loud. Over the holidays it's always like this. It's always a little bit crazy. Also feel free to share how is your house looking during the holidays, because mine is absolutely crazy. I'm just here in my room, just sort of locked up from everybody, and I just want to record a video just to get a little bit of peace and just some moments for myself. The next bow that we are going to make is the one from Granny Square, from the Granny Stitch. This one is a little bit more colorful, and I love how Granny Stitch actually adds a bit more texture. For me, it feels a lot more fun than the regular double crochet stitch, but this is really, it just looks really cozy and really colorful. That's what I like about it. Overall, for the Granny Stitch, I love how it brings vibrancy and design. The clusters of stitches actually allow you to play with different colors and with different textures, and it's a great choice if you want your bows to match specific theme. Plus the structure just gives it a playful vintage charm, so it's really fun to work with. So it's perfect if you want to pop some personality into your decor. I made myself a bunch of the granny stitch bows over here. My color theme is green, pink and blue, so this is actually the color theme of my lights also, and that's going to be the colors for my Christmas tree. And yeah, I feel big responsibility because it's a Thanksgiving dinner and the Christmas tree is supposed to look nice, so I'm trying really hard to use the yarn that I have left without buying the new one, but also to keep like to a specific color theme. And yeah, you can see behind me also have my nutcracker and my pillow. All of them have pink and blue and green, so I just love this sort of pop of color, especially in the winter. So here we go, this is my crochet hook. By the way, for the whole project I'm actually using a 5mm hook, but you can really use any hook, so just use the one that is more suitable for your yarn. And again, I'm going to start with the chain of a certain amount of stitches that is multiple of 3. So for me, because I want my bow to be a bit longer, I'm going to chain 120. So again, we are making a slim stitch like this. Alright, let me adjust my focus a little bit so you can see better. Yeah, oh yeah, I think that's good enough. So again, we are doing the slim stitch like this, and we just sort of pull one over another, yeah, so like so. Very easy. And now we put it on a crochet hook. And now we chain, so feel free to come back to the tutorial how to chain stitches, but I'm just going to chain 120 because again, yeah, I want my bow to be a little bit longer. Oops. So yeah, like this. This is our normal chain stitch, so you can come back to the previous part of the video where I explain how to chain. But I'm just going to go ahead and chain 120. So I have chained 120 stitches, and now I'm going to add 3 more for my first double crochet. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 3. So in total you need to have 123 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and yarn over and put my first stitch into the 120th loop. So just count 3 stitches back, so 1, 2, 3, and I need to put my hook over to this loop. So yarn over and put it over here. Pull through 2, pull through 2. The first row I'm pretty much just making double crochet stitches, so we're going to have the entire first row as a double crochet stitches, and then we will be adding granny clusters. So just continue with your double crochet until the end. So yarn over, put it over here, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the stitch, pull through the stitch, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and now again yarn over, pull through the stitch, pull through here, pull through 2 and pull through 2. So like this. Again, feel free to come back to the part where I explained how to make the double crochet row. And we are just going to continue with making 120 double crochets like this. And then we will come back. You can, by the way, you can make it any length. You can just make sure that this is a multiple of 3, so that your length can be divided by 3. So, and continue until the end, and then I'll meet you right back there to explain how to add the granny clusters. So now that we are done with this, look how pretty it is. We're done with our double crochet. Let's add granny clusters across all the rows. So granny clusters are pretty much these things that make granny stitch a granny stitch. So these are the groups of 3 double crochets in the same space that create this kind of very pretty texture. So we're gonna add them to our row of double crochets. So this is the first double crochet, so I'm going to insert my color right here, and I chose this beautiful pink. This is one moment. So for the color, I chose this beautiful pink wool with mohair, and I'm going to combine them together so that it's more pastel, and I will insert it right in the first row, so in the first double crochet right over here. Okay, so I'm going to insert it right over here in the first V, right here, right, and I'll grab it underneath my stitch, and then I am going to chain 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So, and now we're pretty much going to go every 3 rows, every 3 double crochets. So I will just insert the hook in this section, so after the 3 in over here, and grab it like this, and now we are creating our double crochet stitch like this. So there we go, and let's make 2 more double crochets like this. So this is our first granny cluster. Let's go and make a couple more, and then I will meet you guys in the end. So I am yarning over, insert the hook in the 4th section over here, grab the yarn from the back like this, and double crochet like this. Right, yarn over, insert the hook, and double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook, and double crochet. Right, like this. So we have 2 granny clusters, and let's go and make 1 more. Yarn over, double crochet, yarn over, insert, grab, and double crochet, yarn over, insert, grab, double crochet. Oh yeah, like this. So your task would be to make the entire row of granny clusters like this, and then I will see you guys in the end. So I'm continuing with my granny stitch here, and I really like how this turns out, by the way. I think it's really cute, and I really like the color combinations here. I think that this is, you know, like a classical Christmas colors, but it's just a little bit less boring. So for me this year, I really wanted to make a colorful theme. And the fun part is that I'm technically like in my mom's and my stepdad's house. So we have a big family, and everybody will be over here for holidays. And I'm supposed to be decorating the tree that is in our dining room, that is like a big deal, especially for Thanksgiving, where we are going to have guests. So I chose this really vibrant color palette, where my mom is more traditional. She's more, when she decorates for Christmas, she's choosing more calm colors, like classical Christmassy colors. And I specifically told her this year that I'm buying colorful lights. I brought my own yarn from the Netherlands. Like I literally put these things in my suitcase. I brought my own ornaments. I bought some ornaments over here in some local shops. So I'm going full on with colors this year. I just really like this aesthetics, and I think it's really pretty. So we'll see how it will look like, because also her dining room is really traditional. It's really calm and neutral. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. But I think that this particular part, it's giving me the vibes of Wicked, you know, Elphaba and Glinda. It's like their colors. I just watched that movie. I think it's so great. I was surprised how much I'm gonna like Ariana Grande in this movie. I don't know. Tell me if you watched it, if you liked it. I think it's amazing. But overall, it's my first American Thanksgiving, and I'm only here for a couple of months, so I'm just visiting for holidays, but I'm very excited. I noticed that as you start, it's always more difficult. So the first video was really difficult for me to make, but as I move on, I think that each video is much easier than the previous one. So I think it's the same way, like if you want to start crocheting and you're nervous or you feel like it's not going to look good, that's fine, you know, that's okay. You really don't need much to start. Just go to your local craft store, pick up, I think it's fair to say, like 4mm hook is pretty versatile, and a couple of yarns, like the ones that you like. You can also look at the yarn label. They always specify the hook size that is recommended for this kind of yarn, and just start with a couple of stitches, you know, see how it goes, test your hands, you know, your dexterity, how it feels like, and then go with the flow, you know, because it's so easy to overthink. It's so easy to make this more difficult than it should be. So yeah, because your thoughts, you know, they keep on coming. I'm the same, to be honest. I'm a professional overthinker. I overthink everything. I can overthink so much. But yeah, you just need to start and see where it goes, and you know, just practice. So let me know, by the way, if you start crocheting after this video. Let me know, and make sure to mention me also on my Instagram. I'm very curious to see how your work turns out to be. So of course, if you feel comfortable sharing this, if not, then that's okay. That's not really necessary, but it would be really nice for me to just see if I impacted anybody with this video. So okay, so our granny clusters are done. So there we go. Look at this. I think it's very much adorable. I love how it turned out. I love how whimsical this is, you know, and the texture. I think it will be really beautiful as a bow. So I'm just gonna end this right here. So this is the last, this was the last stitch, but this is sort of the what I already this is the stitch that I'm going to lock this with so that it doesn't unravel. So I'm going to take my scissors over here and cut it. Rip. Okay, and here we go. This is the final result. I think it's really pretty. I love how this turned out. So I'm going to try and show you how to make this in a bow. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm just taking my yarn over here, like the yarn that I crocheted this with, and I'm cutting this like this. And I'm just going to put the whole thing like, ouch. I have a yarn mess here. So I'm just going to put the whole thing in half, so that, yeah, the ends meet like this. So this is approximately the half. I don't need it to be perfect, I just need it to be fine. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it like this. And now I need to try and sort of make it like tied together, you know what I mean? I don't know how to do that because I filmed this literally standing, so I don't know, but we'll try. So this is what I made, and this is going to be my bow. Okay, let's try like this. Whoops. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Right. Okie dokie. I'm literally like standing, hugging the camera tripod. It looks so funny, but I wanted you guys to get the lights, you know, so that it looks pretty. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Nice. It's a bow. It's a beautiful bow. So see, this is really easy, right? And really feel free to practice. I'm going to adjust my focus in here so that you maybe see better. Right. So just try to practice, yeah, and it's really a basic stitch, and it's really helpful too, so it's very versatile. You can use it in many ways. But here we are. This is our bow. Hello. So I'm going to try and put it on a Christmas tree, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. So now that we have made the bows, look at this. I think it's really pretty, and the wonderful part is that you can add this to anything. I'm going to put mine on a Christmas tree, but you can add yours to garlands, to gifts. You can even put them on the hair clips, like if you want to, for example, wear it as a hair accessory. I mean, why not? I'm going to also put mine on the bag after Christmas, so I'm also going to make a video about it. I will make the chunky bag and put my crochet bows on my bag. Share your ideas in the comments, by the way, how you can also use them. I'm curious about what other people think. So before we wrap up, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. This channel is really small, but it already feels like a cozy community to me. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and for those of you who like and comment and who watch my videos. Reading your comments and seeing how you try these projects really makes my day. It's such a beautiful reminder for me why I started this channel. For me, creativity is more than just crafting or making videos. It's been a way for me to balance and find peace in my life during some of the hardest times. There are days for me when everything just feels too much, but this kind of creativity, sitting down with yarn in a cozy atmosphere, making videos, learning about video editing, working, everything relating to living life purposefully and creatively. This is the way for me to ground myself, to stay present, and to process everything that's going on. And it's something that truly helped me and that I hope can also help you. So this space for me is more than just teaching to crochet or craft, but it's about finding those little moments of mindfulness, slowing down, and creating something with your hands that brings you joy. Not just to me. I'm so sorry about that. Not just to me, but also to others. So whether it's crocheting, painting, or really any hobby that speaks to you, I hope this channel can inspire you to find these moments to yourself and to stay grounded. So thank you so much for being here, for creating this cozy space with me. Tell me, how did your bows turn out? Was this your first time crocheting? Did it help you in any way? Or are you already a pro? What colors did you pick up? What is the theme for your Christmas this year? I would love to hear all about your experience in the comments. Let's continue to inspire each other and grow this creative, mindful community together. So until next time, happy crocheting and happy holidays. Bye!